Thanks for staying with us. All right, good vibes only. Sounds good, right?
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, it can be dangerous. It could lead people to avoiding others when they're upset rather than reaching out for help, and can hinder our personal growth. We still want to stay positive, but we want to embrace our negativity, it sounds like. Dr. Melissa Carver is here to tell us more about that. Is that right? We sounded like we just said no goodness.
Yeah, that's right. There has to be a balance in it. I think the good vibes only culture has kind of overpoured into people being afraid to be authentic and express themselves, and then they repress and suppress those emotions.
I agree. Some people try too hard to be positive, and then they don't let their real selves shine. Like me personally, I've said many times on the show, I'm very judgmental. That's not a positive trait, but I know it about myself, and I will let you know immediately, and that's the true me. So I don't say anything behind you that I wouldn't say in front of you. Yeah, but if I was a positive person, I'd be fake in front of you, be like, "Oh, hey, girl, hey, how you doing?" You know what I'm saying?
Is that now? Is there a difference between that? Is that the positivity we're talking about?
Well, like he was saying, if we're being fake, then we're holding those emotions back and repressing those. So that's going to come out eventually at someone.
So, like, if he were doing that, he would obviously just go up and slap somebody.
No, not necessarily go slap someone either.
But it would get bottled up, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, so what happens if we hold all that in?
Then we start getting into depression, high blood pressure, chronic pain. And studies have shown that releasing anger actually reduces chronic pain. So finding how to reduce that anger and express that anger and sadness without hurting others either. Nonviolent communication comes in there. So.
And as a comedian, I will say a lot of people find it surprising when like some comedian commits suicide or something. But we have to stay so positive all the time. We're in hotel rooms by ourselves, so it's easy to get depressed. And the happiest comedians I know are ones who like fight, like they go to boxing clubs and stuff, and so they get that anger out, or they work out every weekend. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Great example.
I think a lot of comedians become comedians as a self-healing tool.
Definitely. Yeah, we all got issues.
No, and that makes sense because everybody always wonders what happened, why this happy person. It's always, what is that saying? The happiest people on the inside sometimes are the most hurt. So how do we learn to take these emotions and deal with them in a positive way that can help our health instead of hurting it so much?
Recognizing your triggers. When you do get upset at someone, thinking back, okay, what really happened here? Is this something from my past that's creating a trigger? When you do want to walk up and slap someone, is what they did that bad? Or is that a trigger that you've held on to? So writing down those questions and working through them and being honest with yourself.
Which is kind of the hardest thing sometimes.
Yeah, if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with other people.
Right.
So, yeah, that makes complete sense. So you speak at a bunch of different events around Kentucky, right?
Yes.
So is there a way for people to work with you like on a private basis instead of at like a convention or a special event?
There is. I do private sessions via video chat. So I have clients all over the world. So you can be at home, you can be on vacation, you can be at the office. We can do it on your lunch break in the car. Super easy.
Wow, that's very convenient. Very convenient.
Makes it way easier. What made you get into this and wanting to help people?
Well, kind of like he said, we're all nuts.
That's no true story.
So any of us that are teaching mindfulness, manifestation, yoga, meditation, all of those things, we usually get in them as self-healing as well. And then we see the benefits, so we just want to shout it from a rooftop and help others.
Which is so true. That's probably the most honest answer I've ever heard in any of that. It's sometimes when we teach other things, it's because we went through it ourselves, and that's the best kind of teaching. Yeah. All right, so it's okay to be angry. You don't have to fake being happy, but if you need some help, Dr. Carver here, how do we get a hold of you?
drmelissacarver.com.
All right.